Hanuman, the blue monkey god, the Hindu god.
And he came well, literally tuned up each chakra in Ganesha's body.
Same for Lawrence. Sometimes he would go to him.
Today, when we were doing it again, we had the same experience, except he went through my body as well. And I could actually feel him working on my third eye. It was like there was somebody climbing around on my forehead.
Yeah, like a bird.
Like I was going to go, and I thought, no, I better not do that. But as bizarre as this may sound to some of you, this is exactly what happened, and both of us see the same things, and we're sitting there, eyes closed.
We saw the precise exact same things, which was really nice. But yeah, with this advertising blockage, it finished off with, I had some sub in a past life where some king lost all of his money, maybe his family lost all his inheritance, and he turned into a tramp. So I felt like he was owed something. He just didn't want to work, or he didn't, I don't know, it felt like loads of neglect. I don't know what it is. He felt owed, or he felt like he didn't have to, he was still like locked into this king kind of mentality. So it was a massive soul
Sort of
split.
had king consciousness or something.
Yeah, it was really arrogant, but there was something behind that sub. There was even more inner children behind that sub fueling it. But then once that grounded, it kind of just cleared the whole 7 steps. And then I moved on to another blockage. Lawrence helped me with another blockage with my sister, and that gave me, like, I think something happened where I wasn't respecting the fact that she was a young soul, and I expected, and I got disappointed, and so it all came, once all this grounded, again with Hanuman's help. I don't know why Hanuman specifically, I've never heard of him before, or at least I've seen him maybe once on the internet. Usually it's Jesus, Buddha, but Hanuman this time, and he came in for 2 days for us. 3 sessions we did, I think 2 sessions we did, and he was there throughout all of them. And in these 7 steps, so I was grounding what was a lack of forgiveness for my sister, and I was getting empathy angels, so I was getting an upgrade of empathy and compassion, and I had a really nasty self-destruction habit in me, and that got cleared, like an acidicness that got kind of wiped out. And then that made me then nurture other people. So instead of scratching myself and other people, I was actually nurturing them for once. And in the 7 steps, there was a cut in my intuition, or a desire to control, because in a past life I found there was a ship, like I was in charge of a ship, and it crashed, and people I loved died. And my breathing for my whole life has been restricted because of blockages. And so one of the main blockages we found in this session was me locked in with ghosts at the bottom of the seabed. So we actually sent tons of light, and it took me, you, and I think Ascended Masters to send tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of light to these ghosts.
And interestingly enough, I was the one that was on the bottom of the sea first.
Yeah,
we were going along, and suddenly I was on the bottom of the ocean. I had no idea why I was there. It was bizarre. And then I said that to Ganesh, and he told me, "Oh, I get it." And then he told me what was going on.
Yeah, I'd seen this past life before, but I hadn't fully resolved it. And so the air pressure in my lungs in day-to-day life, my shallow breathing.
I was just thinking that when Ganesha and Lawrence were talking at the beginning of this clip about going into a meditation together, and then both of them